You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I want to talk about what is on Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp's wedding registry, since they are apparently getting hitched despite everybody's dim reactions. I am kind of excited about this event, so I've been putting some thought into this Deacon and Sheila getting married thing, and in the spirit of their twisted engagement, I decided I would set up a wedding registry for the Nine-Toed Menace of LA and her daddy. And I'm going to share it with you guys, show you what's on the list, why I put it there. This is just a bit of fun. I'm also going to send you the link. I'm going to put it on the description for this video if you want to actually go to target.com and look at the registry itself that I set up. I'll tell you all about it. This is just a lot of fun. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, updates, and more. So I saw a recent video of them behind the scenes. It was Sean Kanan and Kimberly Brown doing a photo shoot. And when I saw what they were wearing, I was wondering if it was for their wedding or maybe just they were doing a couple shot for the press site. I'll show you the video clip. You can see it. Kimberly Brown is in a black dress with this really cool kind of gold chain accent. Sean Kanan is in this dark, really cool kind of iridescent suit. So I do wonder if maybe that's their wedding outfits, which would be very cool. I could totally see Sheila being a bride in black. Despite all the outrage, Deacon seems to be pressing forward with his wedding plans. Next week, Brooke Logan turns up to pressure Deacon to dump Sheila and forget this foolish marriage idea. I doubt that she's going to convince him. And if not, then these two lunatics need some gifts to celebrate their happily ever after, right? So I went over to target.com and I set up a wedding registry for Deacon and his bride Sheila. I decided that Halloween, October 31st, would be the ideal wedding date for these two. That was a little inspired by the dark outfits they had on. I am going to drop the link in the video description so you can see it for yourself. Now, I did put a note on the registry that says, please do not buy any items on this registry. It is a joke registry made by Belinda at Soap Dirt. So what's also fun is that Target lets you assign a custom URL for your registry. So the URL is like target.com/gift registry and then 9 Toes of Love. That's the name of their list. I'm going to show you what's on the list, why I put it there, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoyed making it. So the very first thing that I did was I decided to put a few books on there to keep the happy couple on track with their relationship and, you know, just to give them some reading material on the honeymoon. So I chose one book to help Sheila be nice to her new stepdaughter, Hope Logan. It's called The Totally Not Wicked Stepmother. I thought that was fun. I also chose the novel Gone Girl. If you haven't seen the movie or read the book, it's a great book where a woman faked her death, but she actually did it right and almost got away with it. She did a much better job than Sheila did. So I thought it might be some good tips for Sheila Carter for the next time that she decides she wants to fake her death. So I also had some things for Deacon's nightstand picked out. There's one called The Psychopath Inside, so he can figure out what makes his wife tick. I added a book called Small Spaces, Big Appeal, so they can get some decor ideas for their shoebox size apartment. There's a little pizza book to help Deacon with his recipes at Il Giardino. Karate Hour is another book we chose for the Cobra Kai newlywed husband-to-be. And then 2 marriage therapy books because, you know, they need to work out their issues. One is called Fight Your Way to a Better Marriage. It's got boxing gloves on the book cover. That seems like something they might do to each other. And one called How to Stay Married, the most insane love story ever told. Well, that sounds like it could be describing Deacon and Sheila, right? Then I chose a couple of fun things for them, some murder mystery party games. And, you know, Sheila's a killer. She might be good at these, but frankly, I doubt they'll ever use these because can you imagine them getting enough people together together to even play a party game, I don't picture them as someone who's going to have other couples want to hang out with them, right? And then I picked up this little game book to amuse and inform Sheila. It's called How to Get Away with Murder, Solve Puzzles to See If You Can Commit the Perfect Crime. And I feel like that's something that Sheila Carter would be very interested in. Next, I threw in a sexy set of black satin sheets, but they're only sized full because they need to fit Deacon's tiny fold-out sofa bed. That way they can slip and slide around on their wedding night. Pretty disturbing, right? Next, I chose a selection of daddy-themed merch for their registry because, you know, I just couldn't help myself. So we've got a book for Sheila to read to her new husband called I Love You, Daddy. Then there's a t-shirt for Deacon that says Best Daddy Ever, and a mug that reads The Very Best Dad. They didn't have a mug that said Daddy at Target.com, so the only thing I could get was Dad. I'm a little bummed about that. So then I added some self-care items for Deacon to use to pamper his new wife. We got a foot bath to soak her 9 toes. We have a pedicure set so he can keep her tootsies in nice shape, and a set of toe stretchers. I actually have these. Mine are a brand called Yoga Toes. They keep your toes you stretch out your toes and it keeps them nice and limber. I think that's probably very important when you're missing a digit, as Sheila Carter is. So the next thing, of course, is something that no registry would be complete without, and that is china and silver. I mean, that's kind of de rigueur for wedding registries. However, they live in a 300 square foot hovel, so I didn't think they needed sterling silver or fine bone china or crystal. So instead, I registered them for some classy Chinette paper plates and some silver tinted plastic cutlery. Next on their registry is some gear in case Sheila needs to save another of Steffi's children from Finn's careless beachside babysitting services. I threw in a lifeguard tank top and a really cute little life preserver so that Sheila can go full Baywatch if she needs to. I've also added a bottle of non-alcoholic champagne in case Sheila wants to drop in on Brooke and toast to her marriage to Brooke's baby daddy with a sip of champers. Let's just hope Sheila doesn't go label swapping again, right? And last on the registry is some fun stuff from Target's Halloween collection. We have got a short blonde wig that's really cute, and that could come in handy in case Sheila's got to go on the run again in disguise. We've got a sexy prison guard uniform for Deacon so he and Sheila can get naughty, and I chose her a sexy women's inmate costume. And to complete this gear for honeymoon fun, of course, I had to add in some handcuffs. All right, that is the entire registry that I set up for Deacon and Sheila. Let me know what you guys think. And again, feel free to use the link in the description to go see the registry on Target.com. But please do not buy anything from the list. If for some reason somebody didn't listen to my warnings and they do send something, I will forward it on to the official mailing address for Bold and the Beautiful to the attention of Sean Kanan and Kimberlyn Brown for them to enjoy. But please don't buy anything. This was just a joke. It was just for fun. I hope you like this fun little non-spoilers video. I definitely enjoyed setting up their wedding registry. And for me, personally, I think this is a really fun plot point, and I definitely hope Deacon and Sheila make it to the I do stage and get there happily never after. Thanks for listening, guys. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.